Hello Connective, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Comment, like, and subscribe without smashing anything. And let's get into this energy. This is a collective reading for Scorpio. Scorpio, you got the Five of Forces, the Summer Winter card. Which last time we pulled a card like that, it was not a timing card. The law of reciprocity. Give without expecting anything in return. We'll see. See what that is. Oh no. We just keep getting the same card. I'm sorry. I'm just no. Full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. Yeah, we'll take it. Pulling cards out, just reaching in there and pulling whatever card out. We're just pulling the same cards out. Storm warning upside down. That one's new. Upside down. With let your fear dissolve. Huh. We'll put it over relax. New moon in Cancer. Again. Card doesn't want to go away. We could have just left it out. It's like Queen of Wands upside down. Nine of Cups upside down. What is this and this? So Judgment and Temperance upside down. Reciprocity. Fear. Storm warning. Okay, we'll go with that. Happy little Five of Swords. Three of Cups. That does not look good. That Three of Cups right there. Let's see. Ten of Wands. What? It's almost like it's backwards. This reading, it's like... Huh. This looks like another healing message. Sorta. It's like the end of something. The storm is over. We got the storm upside down. Again, summer, winter, maybe a timing card. Last time I didn't take it at that. We'll get back to that. Law of reciprocity. Give without any... Okay. Yeah, this really looks like you resisting kind of like the ending of something and the beginning of something else. It's kind of like you still expect like the storm is coming. It's almost like running down to the storm cellar, having the tornado pass by, and then like staying in the storm cellar kind of thing. It's like you wanted like a better counterpart. I mean, this is the Queen of Wands upside down, but it doesn't have to be a female energy, and it doesn't have to be wands. You wanted a better situation, a different person, and not with any necessarily another person in mind, but just a different person or a different type of person. These cards are telling you you can still have that. Like you choose. You can change it. Choice isn't on the table, but this change card is screaming to me like, well, you picked it. Like, pick something else. Speak Up is here with the Nine of Cups upside down. Again, I think it's one of those situations where it's kind of like, well, if you're not getting what you want, like, why don't you speak into what you want kind of thing. This law of reciprocity, it's almost kind of like you don't say anything and then this is what you get. You don't say anything and then this is what you get. Or you want this person and then this is what you get. You know, you got this, but you accepted it. You didn't like decide like you wanted to make a change. You just sort of allowed it to happen and then got fear. about the next situation kind of thing. So the reciprocity right now for you is, being shown the nonsense and then developing fear. Whereas for you, it really should be finding a partner that you could give to and then allowing the receiving end of that, getting it back. The judgment, the temperance. So the judgment, it's supposed to be like this. You're supposed to experience this. This is supposed to end. The temperance is you needing to like end it and then go into that fresh start, right? Like you're not necessarily supposed to take your time doing this. You could, it might happen. But you don't need to. You're not going to get anything out of it by this thing dragging, this like fresh start waiting to happen. Being on hold isn't going to get you any, it's not going to get you anything better, and it's not going to get you more insight. We have this kind of like petty garbage over here in this situation. It's possible the significant other didn't bring it, but someone did, either related to you or the significant other. They're telling you to detach from that you're better than that. If you don't think you are, then you need, I was going to say you need to experience that. But, what I meant to say was you need to accept that, like discover it, understand it, and then move away from sometimes when things happen, we know it's awful. We're like, that thing happened. And then like the other person doesn't need a full on description. Like they know that's terrible. They can identify with it or agree with it. But for you, it's kind of like what happened was, I was going to say really bad. It's one of those things where if you did tell someone the specifics, then it would be more than just, hey, this thing happened to me. Like it would be like, this happened to me like this. And then other people would be like, oh no. Right. But when we experience it, like I said, it's like this happened to me. Sometimes we have to look at it through different eyes to like really see it for what it was, to realize that this person didn't have to do that way. They could have done it a lot of different ways. They just chose to do it like that. Either because they wanted like that factor, that like that thing that they got from you, the surprise or the anger or whatever it was when you reacted to the situation, or just because they lacked the ability to come up with a different like option, and so they just did it badly, and you paid the price for that. I feel like there's residual like fear of God, like what, if I open myself up to the next person, like what's going to happen then kind of thing. And it's just, again, it's you being exposed to this person. Yes, you were supposed to, but this particulars and the specifics of the way things happened kind of went the way they went with your help, sort of thing. You've also been waiting for people, like friends, people to be on your side, and I don't see that yet. If you do, it's like few and far between. Like you have 20 friends, but only one of them's a good friend kind of thing. They're telling you to have patience, that when you're still in this, those types of people aren't going to come to you because there's still treachery around you. There's still crap. There's still storms. The calm weather won't come around you if the storms are still happening. And then we have this huge fire here. So you are usually, when this comes up with this, which it has come up together before, this celebrating this huge fire, they're basically saying to be happy that it's over, that looking back at it in a way that's, with nostalgia and positivity is not necessarily the way to exit things. Especially things that didn't treat you right. That's what this relax card has been, that we almost refused to take earlier because it just keeps coming out. You have stop giving away your power right now. So again, what happened in here that we allowed, we brought that, we did that, we allowed it, we let them bring that part of the storm. And if we don't like it, then we need to start putting our foot down. We need to be a better person, bigger person, and decide what we will and won't tolerate. Don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow. It is necessary to experience the difficult times. That is when you will grow most. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Be proud of your journey. See, I feel like this is kind of telling you that, yes, you did have to experience. Yes, you did have to go through this. Yes, it feels a little constricting. It feels a little awful, but again, I do this now in my situations too. If there's a cause to celebrate, then I go ahead and celebrate. I don't care that I don't feel like celebrating. Like I get it. I get the situation, but I look for a reason to celebrate in that situation. It's kind of hard to explain how I do it, but I started doing it because when things started happening that kind of like would set that wah wah tone in my life, like I didn't want to take that into the next day. So certain things I would celebrate. Of course, I would do it in a way that wasn't toxic because I wasn't trying to tell, the universe, hey, I want more of this. But I would always keep my own response in accordance to what I wanted to be doing, not what was happening around me. You need to keep this in mind, especially if people are still feeding you crap. You can choose to be who you want to be in this. You don't have to show up in the way that they expect you to be. I don't care how well they know you. Keep that in mind, Scorpio. Until we meet again.